To get a true appreciation of the prehistoric dinosaur era, one place you must go in the world is to the Royal Tyrrell Museum. It's just outside of Drumheller here in Canada. Now, it is the only museum in the world dedicated to paleontology. The museum is a couple of hours from Dinosaur Provincial Park and just out of the town of Drumheller in Alberta. Here, the world's most talented paleontologists have painstakingly prepared fossils and reconstructed dinosaurs that once roamed this area for millions of years. Everybody's heard of T-Rex, and the biggest ever T-Rex skeleton was discovered here. But it was a fearsome relative known as the Albertosaurus that dominated the landscape. There has only ever been 2 T-Rexes discovered here, and this one is known as Black Beauty. Its bones absorb the mineral manganese, turning them black, and the specimen, which remains intact, is 13.7 metres long, showing just how big they were. The Albertosaurus was just as scary as T-Rex, and the 4 life-size reconstructions inspire a sense of awe. That's certainly quietened the boys down a bit. One thing you start to understand very quickly is that our climate is changing and has done since the beginning of time. Walking through the museum demonstrates how this impacted the planet 75 million years ago. This region had a completely different environment, with herbivores proliferating and carnivores having an endless source of food. Look at this crocodilian skull. Now, crocodiles predate dinosaurs, but they survived to modern times. This one here would have been an absolute nightmare. It's called Sarcosuchus. The skull here is 1.7 metres long and has over 140 teeth. The museum is home to over 125,000 fossils, and every year some 2,500 new and unique specimens are being added to the collection, making this the world's largest collection of large dinosaur fossils. You obviously can't collect fossils to take home, but they do have some innovative programs for kids, including this fossil casting program and another one called Prospecting for Fossils. It's a 90-minute journey through the Badlands of Dinosaur Provincial Park, sharing with the children a dinosaur experience unlike any other.
If you see that on a bone, that's purplish.
The experience for adults in this museum is amazing, but for children, well, they have an education program that's simply inspiring. And if I don't have 3 budding paleontologists in my family at the end of this trip, I never will.